So, Rosie, hold on. In the past episode, I explained that I was dancing alone and you were dancing alone. I was in France, you're in Australia. Why were you dancing alone in your van and posting it on social media?
You know what? I was feeling a little bit down, and there was this song that is trending on social media at the moment called Le Poisson Steve. And I was like, I'm just going to do a silly dance, like shake my sillies out. There's a kid's song over here. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Like you just feel better if you dance and shake, right? So that's what I did. And I thought, I'm going to share it with other people because I want to lift their spirits too. And I don't care if I look like an idiot. I am not a talented dancer. No way. But my vibes were on point.
We're
Watching
on
that video,
point.
yeah, right? Watching
Mm-mm-mm.
that, you would have thought, yeah, she looks like she's having fun.
Do you know what I think it's cute? I would never get up and stand on children's song. Ugh. Unless I'm forced because there are children around. But a children's song that get me go vibing? Oh my goodness, never. But it was cool, yes, when I watched it. I was like, I somehow knew you needed it. We
Yeah,
didn't talk, but I knew.
true. Yeah.
Are you feeling better after
So
dancing?
much better. Felt a million times better. Lifted my spirits immediately. And you know what? It was early hours in the morning and I just needed to dance and the whole van was rocking around because a vehicle's on suspension, right? So I'm jumping around and the
Yes.
van's rocking and Tilly's looking at me going, Mum, what are you doing? It was great.
So great. Amazing. Okay, now that you're in a good mood, tell me, what are we talking about today?
Oh, shit. Well, that's a wonderful question. I want to talk about something a little bit spicy.
Ooh, spicy hot
Spicy.
or
Oh,
spicy?
no. See, our minds went somewhere different. Not spicy hot. Spicy controversial. And I think you're going to have a lot to say.
Welcome to the Rosie and Rula show. Marhaba.
G'day. Why do, I was going to say mums, but let's just say stay at home parents because it could be the dad or someone else. Why is there no salary?
What? That's not very far from my thoughts in the past weeks.
Mm.
My thoughts will go back to our episodes in the beginning. Let me see, what was it about wanting to have children or not?
Yeah.
I can't remember the number of the episode. Look it up while I'm talking.
Okay.
I think
Episode 24.
episode 24,
Yeah.
having children or not wanting children. And something we didn't touch on is that when we want to have children, the system around us is not giving us a reward. We work more than 8 hours as a
Oh,
stay-at-home
yeah.
parent,
Uh-huh.
while the other parent have to work even more so they can earn enough to have a life, even for the basics. And women are, blamed or confronted that they don't want children. And in reality, if we don't have children, we'll be extinct. So we must have children.
Yeah.
So,
Humankind depends on it.
yes, that's also debatable. I mean, we have to talk about this in a different way. And if there is no salary for stay-at-home parents, how can we avoid all the stress, the mental health, the boredom, the the feeling of not getting anywhere? And yes, people will say, but you're raising your kids. I think those who say that don't have kids because raising kids
Ooh.
is really hard and
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah.
And you laugh a minute and you cry for days. That's the reality.
Hmm.
So
So do you
stay-at-home parents must have a salary.
so you think having a salary would improve the experience of stay-at-home parents?
Yes, then you have more money to get a babysitter. Then you have more money for a mom
Ah.
to go out or for that stay-at-home parent. So they can also have a time to breathe, maybe sport, maybe do something, a hobby that get them out of the house. So when they can come in, they have energy again. And Rosie, let me tell you why I think there is no salary.
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
Because mothers have been taken for granted. They are the ones staying at home. And fathers have been taken for granted. They are the bread earners.
It's true. It goes both ways, doesn't it? Yeah. Now, my question is, who pays this salary then?
We as taxpayers, why don't we
What if I said, I don't
find
have
a
kids?
way?
Why am
I
I
don't have a
paying?
solution.
But let's be devil's advocate. I don't have kids. Why am I paying extra taxes so someone else can choose to sit on their ass and look after their kids? How
Because when
entitled.
you, as a person with no kids, get older and you have to stop working and be taken care of, the money of the taxpayer will like fill into your pension, let's say.
Pension.
And who are the taxpayers? Us, our children, the generation coming. I think it's
True.
very wrong for people who don't have kids to think, why do I have to do it for you because you have kids? At the end of the day, you're also benefiting socially from the people who have
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah. Let's raise each other up. Why do we have to be enemies?
Yes, it's a circle. It's a full circle. If you don't have kids, someone have a kid and that kid is a doctor and this doctor is saving your life.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true. I can't argue. Yeah. So we need some reform then.
We do. This will also encourage women to have more children.
Is that a good thing?
Sometimes it is because, look, if more and more women don't want to have children, it means we will have less children, less people.
But you
In a
know
way,
what?
it's good to have less people.
Well, yeah,
We're
but and you know
ruining
what
so many
goes through
things.
my mind? I think there's a housing crisis, there's climate change. Look at the political climate at the moment and all the awful things that are happening. Do I really want to bring a new life into this world? Because the trajectory I see perhaps isn't so positive for the world I would be bringing them into.
I love that we're talking about this because we both are not like qualified. In my mind,
Totally not
I
qualified.
think, okay, Rosie, what if for the coming 20 years or coming, I don't know how many years a child need to start going to school. So let's say all these children, now we're not getting paid for being stay-at-home parents. All these children will grow up to become parents. Only then they can now start earning money. So we say for 20 years, we had less children because women don't want children. They can't earn money, their career, their life, their sanity. So in these 20 years, we are recovering the planet, we are recovering from the food crisis. Maybe we need more than 20 years, I don't know. And then when our kids or their kids are at an age to reproduce, this is where we give them salary because by then the earth needs more people.
So you think it's part of the solution? What if people start taking advantage of that though? People who don't really want kids, but they want a way to have an extra income. They want to play the system.
Oh, Rosie, why do you have sometimes good challenging questions?
Because I can tell you now that will happen. It happens here. I'm sure it happens in the Netherlands, all over the
Yes,
world.
true.
Government benefits. I think majority of people is very genuine and they need this support and they deserve it. But some people play the system to get extra money when really they're not in need.
That's so true. I have no idea how to answer this. I don't know.
Okay. Wow.
How
I
do
think
you
this is
see
the
it?
first time you have said I don't know to a question on here.
This
Whoa.
much, I'm like
Whoa.
pretentious. Rosie, tell me, what's your idea on this? I'll give you the mic.
You give me oh, thank you very much. I don't know either. How do you solve this? I think there is a huge price to pay for choosing to be a stay-at-home parent. There are huge upsides, spending time with your children. I don't know what else, but yes. And but there's also sides. And I'm not convinced that being given a salary to be a stay-at-home parent would make the experience considerably better for me. Maybe I'm just naive because I don't have that life experience, but
So
I
what
guess
if
it
we
would take
say,
pressure off. Yeah, go on.
instead of paying a salary, give them more benefits?
Yeah, like free childcare.
Free childcare, free vouchers to go out to the
Heck
cinema,
yeah. See, this I like.
discounts, big discounts, maybe
Yeah.
even for free, good
Food.
quality
Yeah,
food, gym,
I love that.
hobbies.
I love
Yeah,
that.
things where parents can benefit from that don't involve salaries. So only those who really love to have children and want to be good to them, they can have them
I
and
think
not
that's an awesome
exploit the
idea.
salary.
That's an awesome idea. Love it. I guess it takes away some of the agency because if people are given a salary, they choose how they spend the money depending on what they need and what they enjoy. But I guess if there's benefits other than monetary ones, you give a variety and people have choice there. I actually love the idea. I think that's awesome.
More benefits. Let's say benefits. No salary, but benefits. Yeah.
Benefits. Okay, cool.
Oh,
All right.
cool.
Who's going to do it
figured this
first, the
one out?
Netherlands or Australia? What?
We figured this one out.
I think we did. Benefits for all.
Yes.
Parents deserve it.
Australia is very big. It's going to take time to enroll it.
I mean, big in terms of
Land.
not in population. Yeah.
What's your population? Do you have any idea?
Let me look. It'll be way less than the Netherlands. Hang on. Australia population. Gotta love Google. 26.7 million as of 2023. And the
Maybe it's
Netherlands. Oh, we are more. Is 17.9
Yes.
million.
I imagine 17 because 24 years ago when I moved to here, there was a song, 15 million people. 15 miljoen mensen op een hele kleine stukje aarde. 15 million people on a small piece of land.
Ah,
So I can imagine it's now 17. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about the systems in Australia. I'm kind of confident at the moment in the Netherlands they are completely incompetent. So it's gonna
really?
take very long.
Really? Because the general impression over here is the Netherlands is very contemporary and forward in their
It
thinking.
is. It is. It is. In all these ways, it's beautiful. Beautiful. The roads, the tech, everything.
But you just said
Everything here
that you
is
just said
amazing.
your country's incompetent. So I'm
Yeah, at the
confused.
moment we have a horrible government and they're not able to achieve anything. Zero.
We've got
But we're
the
not
federal
getting into
election at the
politics.
moment. Yeah. Okay, yeah, moving on. Not politics. We're not a political podcast here. We're a human connection podcast talking about the shit that matters and maybe the stuff that doesn't matter too. So, yes,
I
not a
couldn't end it
salary for
any better.
parents, a benefit. What do you reckon?
Benefit. Let us know. We love you. Bye.
Bye! Oh, I loved that. If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have to
going.
stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you
That's
so
what I
much. See you
just
next time.
said. Ah.